Cuomo here, major developments in the war. So that's going to lead tonight. The ceasefire has been extended indefinitely, despite reports that the regime is actively attacking ships in the Strait of Hormuz. Fired on several, seized at least 2, as the regime is obviously trying to escalate. Our president is countering by backpedaling. Now, I don't mean that as a function of weakness. There is no weakness when you have the U.S. military. But tactically, okay, it's a step back. No longer saying 2 more weeks. I'm told advisors have convinced the president the regime is leveraging his urgency to end this unwanted conflict, and that you've got to change the talk on it. Especially now, because look, the regime knows what you know. The regime is going to be left in place. That's why the president is saying, oh, yeah, but it's already changed. They're different people. They don't seem that different to me in terms of what they're about, right? And their reluctance to do anything. But they know that they're going to be left in place. And the question then becomes, how can you stop nuclear capabilities if the same people who you know will violate any agreement and hate you, maybe now more than ever, are still in power? It seems to me that any deal you make would be meaningless as long as they are there. So now, next development, as the Navy holds this tenuous command, let's call it, over the Strait, word comes the Secretary of the Navy is out. Why? Same reason a couple of dozen other senior officials have been out, clashing with Hegseth. Did you know that? That he has reportedly fired dozens of senior officials for a variety of reasons? Brain drain during a war, not a good thing. So now we're told no time frame rush, no rush for the war to come to an end. Clearly, this is because there is no exit strategy. That is why this path has been avoided by earlier administrations. And the burn rate of $2 billion a day doesn't help, as all of these major affordability problems at home languish. Meanwhile, the Iran state media says that the region's undersea internet cables could be targeted next. There is also discussion of going after the desalination plants. Now remember, in that part of the world, if you are not desalinating water, taking the salt out of salt water, you don't have enough drinking water. If that were to happen with any degree of success, we could see millions of refugees from that region. That's a big if, okay? Now, some good news. I'm a little bit shy on this story, all right? You know, here, NewsNation, I'm going to be transparent with you about where I am, where I'm not, and why. The president announced today Iran will no longer be hanging 8 women. He thanked the regime, writing, "I very much appreciate that Iran and its leaders respected my request." Look, I've got no problem crediting this president, no matter how much drama it brings into my social media, because that's the job, to call balls and strikes. But, and I'm not focusing on the oddity that he's being so cordial in this when he's threatening to destroy their civilization like every 5 minutes. That's not my problem. My problem's not the posturing. I don't know if we should believe what we're being told about all of these women. I'm not even sure all of them exist, okay? We only know about 1 woman being condemned to death and seen the court papers about that horrible solution for her. And there's reporting of 1 other woman who was just a teenager being taken in front of her family. Those things I see reporting on, but not all of them. And look, I hate having to give credence to anything the regime says, but we are in a terrible situation where too often our president is happy to take a bow, whether it's warranted or not, and our government is not always the side being accurate, let alone correct. The last thing I want is to get out on this story, or any story, but especially involving the regime, and to be wrong, and to give them the ability to say, see, everything they're reporting about this situation is fake, just like this. And is that far-fetched when the Trump administration does that all the time? So let's discuss what matters in the state of play and what it suggests about what is to come. Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.